person was treated for smoke inhalation at a local hospital. They have been since released. Craig and Marcella, here's what we know. A 21-year-old woman out celebrating her birthday will never come home. I gotta tell you, everywhere we turn all throughout the day, folks flocking to beaches and parks, and as you can see behind me, a lot of people still out here at La Jolla Shores doing what they can to beat the heat. The California Highway Patrol is investigating the death of a man struck by a car in Tierra Santa. It happened just before noon today at Highway 52 and Santo Road. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Kelly Jones. A terror suspect accused of plotting to blow up a Dallas skyscraper has a California connection. 19-year-old Hossam Mahir Hussein lived in a Santa Clara apartment complex just last year. In Seattle, conservative commentator Glenn Beck was greeted at an event by protesters. The demonstrators lined up outside Safeco Field to show their disapproval of Beck's visit. Police in Texas are searching for the so-called grandma bandit caught on camera robbing two banks. These are the surveillance photos right there on your screen of the suspect. He couldn't find a job, so he decided to try 50 different jobs in all 50 states. Now that he's done, he has this message for job seekers everywhere. Daniel Sadecki wrapped up his 50-job, 50-state tour this week in California's Napa Valleyetta Winery. Among the other jobs he has held over the past 50 weeks are surf instructor in Hawaii, meat packer in Kansas, and lobster catcher in Maine. The Chargers are getting ready to take on the Miami Dolphins tomorrow at the Q. John Howard has a preview coming up.
Kelly Jones has more tonight from Fallbrook.
It was a tragic ending to what should have been a weekend of celebration over this 4th of July holiday weekend, but now one family is mourning the loss of an uncle and his young nephew after both drowned in a Fallbrook reservoir.
That the child possibly fell in. The uncle tried to save him, and in the process, they both drowned.
This is as close as our News 8 cameras could get to the Tenaya Truck Trail Agriculture Reservoir, located on private property where the drowning happened.
This whole water situation, the drowning that happened here yesterday, was in a reservoir that should not be swam in.
The victims were believed to have been relatives of workers of a local avocado grove enjoying a 4th of July picnic when 27-year-old Fernando Molina Azpeitia and 3-year-old Gabriel Ramos, both of Paris, California, decided to fish in the agricultural reservoir.
He was fishing with his uncle. They hadn't heard from him for a while. They went down to check on him. They found the child in the water, not breathing.
The mother and another female immediately jumped into the nearly 10 feet of water to retrieve the 3-year-old and rushed him to this fire station, where Captain Nuno says CPR compressions were immediately begun.
Mercier took him to Palomar Hospital.
The 3-year-old would be pronounced dead just a short time later. Meantime, a dive team was sent to recover the body of the uncle, who was said to be a non-swimmer.
Us as a community, not necessarily the department, need to talk to these folks and say, look, we have to change something so this never happens again.
CAL FIRE is urging families to learn from incidents and tragedies like this one, hoping that you will buy a life jacket. Anyone near the water needs to have one of these to protect their families, whether they're swimmers or non-swimmers. This one costs less than $16 and could help save a life. In Fallbrook, Kelly Jones, News 8.